fifth gear down the main straight towards that first right-hander. Top speed here, whoops, and something blew at the left front there, and that's put WADA into the most appalling series of rolls. My good heavens above, and the car's on fire. WADA is still in it. This does not look at all good for Takayo WADA, although he's out of it. Unbelievable. That really is quite extraordinary. Takayo WADA somehow managed to survive, and watch carefully here, the left front of the car. You'll see, I think, yes, a puff of smoke. It looks like the left front blew. The air got underneath the car. It started to work like an aeroplane rather than a racing car. It went into a quite hideous series of rolls, and as we see here, as it rolls dreadfully through the gravel trap, it catches fire with WADA still in the car. But somehow, heaven knows how, WADA is not concussed, and he manages to free himself from the wreckage. So, that's a great shame for Roland Ratzenberger, and very disappointing for Toyota. They led the race from the start, but that car is out, and it looked like terminal engine problems there. Whoops, and somebody else has a tyre blow on the main straight. This time it's Hasemi, the Japanese, in the works Nissan. Whoops, my goodness me, I don't believe this. It's a repeat of WADA's accident, although this time, thankfully, it doesn't catch fire. But the car, and he's still in it, Hasemi, but he's moving about. It looks like he's going to be okay. You can see Hasemi moving about in the car there, trying to unstrap himself, gather his thoughts. He's obviously had a pretty severe bang on the head, and the marshals are having to lift Hasemi from the wreckage of the Nissan, and it looked very, very much indeed as if the left front tyre blew. Let's look at it again as Hasemi brings the Nissan down the main straight, and yes, it looks very much like a left front tyre blowing, or if it wasn't that, it was suspension. But anyway, something major went at the left front. He gets the car on the grass, sideways back onto the track. Sakia following must have given him a nasty fright too. The air gets underneath the car, and yet again it starts to behave like an aircraft. This is terrifying. When you get air underneath these flat-bottomed racing cars, they just take off like an aircraft.
Yeah, just cut it too close there with the GTD car of Patrick Lindsay. You can see the aftermath just goes up and on his leg. Lucky to survive that one. Car's back out there, but now in the garage area for other electrical issues, we believe.
さらに片山、中島、星野、伏田、長谷美、そして佐藤、清水、赤池、西村という順になっております。6周目に、おーっと危ない、松本激突。どうしたでしょうか。松本は大丈夫でしょうか。早く出てもらいたい。あ、出ましたね。出てきました。スロー VTR でもう一度ご覧いただきましょう。ここで
なんかロックしてますよね。
ああ、そうですね。フローではないですね。
右側ですね。
はい。ここで完全に車体が浮き上がりました。頭から落ちてくるようです。580キロある車体がこんなに浮き上がるんです。そして頭から落ちてきます。このクラッシュでしかし松本がよく出てきましたね。
いやー、よかったですよ。
驚きましたね。
Now let's see if we can work
How
out.
did this? Oh, just got it wrong.
Tire's gone down, I think. The car suddenly looked as though it went low on a corner, and that flips over, lands on all fours. There's another impact into the barrier. That is a monster.
Well, you saw better than me, and if you think that tyre deflated, then that obviously the cause of that. But my goodness me, at the speed they were doing, the car just took off, didn't it? And thank goodness he's out of that all okay. But the car, very, very much second-hand now.
Right behind Lauren Van Tor. And this is a good position now to overtake. Wow, we're on board with Bamber. He comes side by side with Lauren Van Tor as they head towards Mandarin. This is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamber. How do you do? Oh, no, 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 no. Macau strikes again. And the horrible, horrible sight of Lauren Van Tor, upside down and in flames almost, it looks. Here's another look. They were side by side, a brilliant overtake by Bamber. Van Tor then gets behind Bamber, and I think also he touched the inside, just what Lyons did. That was the mistake. He tried to tuck in behind Bamber, then went too far to the inside, and there you see it. Look at the sparks flying inside the cockpit as well. Look at the wheels still spinning. What a moment. Amazing by Engel to avoid him, as you say, Danny. And likewise Renger van der Zand, and no driver wants to see that.
Whoa.
Well, here coming up is one of those incidents. This is just towards the closing stages of the race. One of the most spectacular accidents that Monza has witnessed in many years, and Stefan Ortelli was the victim. The car gets sideways as something breaks under braking. Across the grass as he's spinning, air gets under the car, and then it starts to cartwheel. Various different corners hitting the deck as it rattles across the chicane, having narrowly missed Alan McNish's car. McNish at this stage, incidentally, already on the radio to Audi saying, get a doctor here fast, he's going to need one. Ortelli's car luckily hits the barriers with the bottom surface first. From the reverse angle you see quite clearly it goes within inches of McNish's Audi. And here McNish's view of the debris cartwheeling across.
Uy, Mariano, ¿con quién se terminó enganchando Agustín Martínez en plena recta principal? La camioneta salió despedida hacia un costado y no paraba más de dar vueltas. Un vuelco tremendo, no sé cuántas veces dio vueltas, habría que contarlas. Bueno, esperemos que no haya problemas para el guricito. Uno sabe de la seguridad de estos autos. Una de las piñas más impresionantes de la temporada, Mariano.
Sin duda.
For why that happened. Yesterday afternoon, Thursday, in practice, watch over the brow as Scott Sharp is airborne and flipping 3.5 times barrel roll into the crash and into the catch fencing.
Not easily, I guarantee you that. Friends or not, Brabham is not going to let that car go by easily.
Oh.
Yeah, we just had, I saw something fly. I saw it and I didn't say it.
You know what? I think we had a blowover.
I'm sure we did. I saw it, and I didn't react to it. I saw it was at the exact same place as last year.
Wow.
That car was behind these two, and I saw what I thought was a piece of bodywork. In fact, it was the entire BMW.
Jeremy Dale is beside me here in the booth. Jeremy, take us through what happens here.
Well, this is looking very routine. They come around a lap car. That's the 77 car. Now look at, he's tucked underneath the 77 car. He airs under the front of that car and just blows it over. And then a big hit into the barrier.
That is an astonishing crash. But wait till you see this in slow-mo replay. Now, what we'll do here for you is do a freeze frame also. Jeremy.
Okay, look at how tight he is tucked in. Now, keep in mind, they're cresting the hill. He's pulling probably fourth gear, right at the strongest part of fourth or fifth gear here. And you can see now a little bit of air under the front of the car. And now, once it gets to this point, it is gone. There's absolutely nothing he can do. That car is going to blow over, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Takes off like an aeroplane. Dalmas is in the car. Look, he tucks his head forward. He knows he's in for a ride here. But just have a look at the height here, and we'll freeze it again when the car is upside down. Look at this astonishing pictures here. He's 25 feet in the air, completely upside down.
And luckily, the car goes straight. It doesn't really veer off the racetrack too much, and it lands on its tail. So the nose of the car is in pretty good shape. The car lands here, boom, on its tail. Obviously, a bunch of oil here comes out of the car, quick oil fire, and then the car lands and will hit the barrier. Of course, the nose flies off.
That was messed up. Meanwhile, here is that battle once again, and that Porsche obviously blended the attack by the Mercedes, but it has gone again!
My God, there it is. It's into the trees.
Right. Unbelievable. That is what we have seen twice already this weekend, and that one went off track.
That is just devastating. They, of course, will have to withdraw instantly the other car. There's no question of doing it now. We have just seen one of the most dramatic moments that you will ever see. It's the second time in history that a Mercedes has actually left the track here. The other time back in 1955 with disastrous results. The other two times here in the last few days, the car actually stayed within the bounds of the track, but this one is off in the woods.